be Russell Wilson bringing out the Seattle Seahawks here. Russell Wilson, it's probably Lamar Jackson's MVP trophy, but he's still down there on the ballot of consideration, quietly having one of his finest seasons ever. He should wind up coming close to his career-high in touchdown passes, which was 35 from a year ago. Interceptions, Charles, still amazingly low, and likely finish single digits for the second straight season.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? Because during this holiday season, he's a Christmas gift that you know you're going to love, and you absolutely have to have it. At the same time, there's always that shiny new thing that comes along, right? Every year there's a new thing that hits. Lamar Jackson does that. It takes the award away likely, because I do think that ultimately Lamar Jackson wins it. But when you look at it, you're wondering, how does Russell Wilson not win it?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. David Moore, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills on practice field. They seem unaffected. The only reason in this one, Jason Myers down for the extra point.
These may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to move it away. This is taken as 4. Take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carson Wentz bringing out the Philadelphia Eagles, and the big news for the quarterback for Philly, he's just been healthy all year, knock on wood, the injury, the ACL issues that he's had to deal with, and maybe not the numbers that he had a couple of years ago when he was an MVP candidate, threw 33 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, but a solid enough season certainly to have the Eagles in a division battle with the Cowboys going down the stretch in the NFC East. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score at any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. He's got a first down inside the midfield. And he'll take this down the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 3 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This pass complete, Wentz to Hurts. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Seattle's defense.
Probably waiting for one of the more fluid middle linebackers in the NFL. Able to range deep in coverage. Also able to rush the quarterback both inside and off the edge. And is an absolute tackling machine in the running game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Push him back. Push him back.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They'll get the first down and they're inside the 20. Sanders, 35 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they dropped the counter there. It worked. They're glad they dropped the counter. And now it's blocked. That's a line ball scooped up by the offense. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
It's usually teams that have aspects that need to get dropped.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there the counterplay proved successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counterplay in general successful, Charles?
What you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And you have any kind of a good back. Let's manage them and engage with yardage.
Always worry about the hand foot this week. No problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point offensive successful. For the touchdown, here's Myers to move it away. Let's move Field at the 5. And a pretty good person right here. He's got two teams neck and neck. Well, they were right, but they thought the records would be a touch better. But if you keep it germane to the Eagles, what has gone right, what has gone wrong this year for them?
Well, what's gone right is that they have a good culture that they battle. Because this season could have gone totally south for Philadelphia because they had a number of injuries. They went through some losing stretches, and they hope they could have gotten away from them. But they hung in that
looking for Aguilar, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And now up to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and they'll make the score 21-6. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at its 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This Philly offense set to go, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe that returning that for a touchdown, this offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. Sit there and kind of see the idea of return. He just said, right back after his own side, hopping right back on the back after 40 yards, so they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Seahawks territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. This is second down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end, and it's loose. And they're going to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a throw left sideline. Here's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
For heaters up here, and thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, it's all product to the elements right there. Seahawks back on the field here, getting set for their next drive. You know, this is a team that, great record this year, double digits of wins again, but they have played a lot of close games in 2019, haven't they?
They think it's character building, and they think it's going to serve them well come the cauldron of the playoffs. But when you play those intense games, they beat the Steelers by 2, they beat the Bengals by 1 on opening day. They beat the game against the Browns just by 4 against them. Coach really bought into that, and that idea of having a gritty, tough team, and he's seen evidence of it in 2019.
That's a great point, though. At playoff time, if it's a one-score game down the stretch, they're not going to be done. Steps away to his left. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger. This penalty flags are down. I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tagged on. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. Russell Wilson with a second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, if you're more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue
looking for Aguilar, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD with that incompletion. Let's talk AFC playoff picture.
I think you and I agree that if you put together these sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore number one, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs, going to start January 4th.
Lamar Hunt trophy.
Tradition and us not wanting to be wrong. Defense is anything but next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line is the podcast is
as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a game of two for the Seahawks. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. Wilson setting his best for the Lions in his third touchdown game. The Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he could take off to them.
And all you hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Myers gets up to 18, and the Browns will here in this first half. Plays, and it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. And for the touchdown, here's Myers to put it away. Just taken to the back of the end zone. And no one this will be the touchdown again. Comes to the 12-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. They're going to need to get up and start in a hurry. Throwing on second down. Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive over the
In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
Only way to play good defense.
On the left side, he's got him in. Let's roll.
Trying to hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They did a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Makes you think that you're going to have to change strategy on defense. That now he has commanded that you use one person on him at all times. What's that, the spy technique? And that's so difficult to do because most of the time I'm not a big believer in it. I think this spy gets beat. They had to been tuck it away and get away for a gain.
There goes a deep ball in zone, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. This is Homer. Stays on his feet. They find some open field here. And with a clean lead at zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation point to the end of the second quarter.
Indeed.
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the fourth and final game here on this wildcard weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it was the Minnesota Vikings who will continue on in these playoffs as they were able to eliminate the New Orleans Saints. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. It's fielded at the 2. And he'll get it out to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs, but this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process and they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, you've been with me long enough now. Hang to the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball game.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
Stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits. But at the same time, you're not getting it all back in one play. Keep going. The game plan was put in there for a reason.
The wind's going to try and throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And this is why trying to cover an angle is so difficult. And anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield wide, because he heads towards the flat first. If you run too much and overcommit, he cuts up inside. And that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Rolling down his hands. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll try to run forward with power. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole. They've got protections. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. throwing chance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Playing snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win. If they take it, they're going to never score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that. Rippy goes right side, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Travis Homer, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. This is taken, and it's 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? So the Ramsey parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because this yards per carry is skyrocketing. Big time jump all the way to the end zone.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the winners string things together.
Touchdown, Seahawks. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. Whether now they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second in the yard. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. As Sanders has it pumped free. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And here now the offense heading back out there. And you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 25 yards to the house. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. They got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back on her field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup for 5, here's 2nd and 5. Get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. First down, the run with Lynch. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the interception interception by the Seahawks. D leads to a touchdown. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all. He's carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
And what a great performance so far. Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's all capped off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football and don't give them a chance. Maybe play action. I think they do play action. Show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him flip another way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Wins now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. Hurts has it left side. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to KJ Wright. He was disrupting defensively. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Is incomplete. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 4th down, it's the punt team sending this one away.
We got this.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't want to do it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. What we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They have been able to get these runners down very well. I have a feeling they'll be in pads a lot next week, working on their tackling.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just hand on to their big lead. Set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for the final drive of San Diego?
Realize how poorly everything of course today, coaching, playing, the whole deal, and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. Who knows? You may be up for this team again.
And now lined up, moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 44-yard line. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses making climate weather plays to their advantage, because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. On 2nd and 10, Wentz. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To throw is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught at the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Houston at Kansas City, 4-2 in the afternoon, and then in the evening, the Seattle Seahawks, so they'll get a whole week to rest, taking on the Green Bay Packers. So we go to Santa Clara next week.
Yep.
49ers barely got that #1 seed by inches last week by holding on against Seattle. Against the Vikings, who didn't figure at the start of the day to be there, but Kirk Cousins responded.
You know, he and Adam Thielen, and they just came through. But when you go to New Orleans and basically hold in check that Saints offense, that tells you a little something about Mike Zimmer's defense. And in the same way we were talking about Seattle here, how are you playing now? And right now, that's a team. Think about the gorilla lifted off the back of Steve Young. I got the same feeling with Kirk Cousins at this point. And if that defense is playing up to the way they are, it's going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, and the 49ers, of course, the way they use the fullback tight end combination. I mean, George Kittle has said.
I'ma tell you I'm a misceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me